Hi gals, it's Cindy here. Today I wanted to show you guys something that I've been doing with tape, packing tape cores and masking tape cores. One of my girlfriends came over recently and she saw these for the first time and she was amazed, and she said that she wanted me to put something on my blog about it. And since YouTube only gives us 10 minutes, I won't do a tutorial, but I will show you the simple process on how I make them. I take these masking tape cores. They're masking tape and packing tape cores. They come in different sizes. I'm sure other people do this. I can't be the only person that has looked at this and thought that these would make some great bracelets. So I take these in all three sizes and I make different things, different kind of bracelets out of them. Using your scrapbook paper, you can just go ahead and make some of these gorgeous bracelets. This is one of my very favorites. It's vintage looking. It's used with some of those cutout images I showed everybody last week in the books from Dover. And there's just all different images and pictures. And they look really pretty on. It's like a bangle, a vintage cuff bangle. This one is one of my very, very favorites to wear. I always get compliments on this one. And then some of the other ones are more florally looking. And you can wear them up or you can wear them down a little bit more. And I love this one. I don't know if you can see the crackle in them. Maybe there you go. But they all have a crackled finish to them. And here's one of the bigger cuffs from the big packing tape reels. And this one came out really good with the crackle. And this is all scrapbook paper. How easy is that? We all have our scraps that are lying around that we don't know what to do with sometimes. And so you can use your scraps. This is more of a shabby chic one with the white and the floral roses. I wear this one quite a bit. And then this is my second favorite one. This one is, I guess you could say it's vintage too because it's very floral in its pattern. But this is one of my very favorite ones too, and I wear this a lot. So, I'll show you really quickly how I do all these pretty bracelets using the empty packing tape reels. So the first thing you're going to do is choose your size of packing tape reels. They come in all shapes and all sizes. The first thing you're going to do is take your scrapbook paper. And these are not cut to size. This is just for an example. You're going to take it and measure it. Measure the size of your packing tape reel. And then you're going to cut it to size so that it'll wrap all the way around like that. The next thing you're going to do is, here's the part that's a little bit different. You can use Mod Podge. This is something that most people use when they're doing any kind of decoupage projects. This works great. It's a little more runny. So I prefer the Royal Coat Mod Podge. And this is from the same maker of Mod Podge. It's just a little bit more fancy in its finish. And it works better with fabric and thicker types of materials. And you can find this in the craft store, probably right next to the Mod Podge. It also comes in different colors and sparkles and different things that they add to it. So, the next thing you'll do is you'll take your tape reel. After you've got your paper cut to size, you're going to Mod Podge it all around, all different sides. You even want to get the inside core inside here. And you're going to cover the whole entire thing with your paper. That's easy enough. Don't worry about the inside because you're going to paint that. You can paint that a coordinating color. Like on these, I painted them white and put the crackle glaze inside. These, I painted them black on the inside and put the crackle glaze inside. So once you get your paper on there, you're going to do another coat of the Royal Coat. And, you know, put that all around. And you might want to do, it depends on how thick the paper is. Sometimes I do 2 coats, sometimes I do 3 coats, letting them dry about 10 minutes in between coats. Once it's completely dry, you're going to want to go ahead and take your white paint dauber or whatever color you want to match on the inside. If it's going to be black, use black or white. Oh, and that's another thing. I make my own paint daubers. Instead of buying those ones that cost a lot of money, if you go to orientaltradingcompany.com, they sell these bottles called bingo bottles. For people that play bingo, you can just stamp with your bingo card with them. But it's the same exact thing as the paint daubers from Tim Holtz. And it has the felt tip and everything, so you can just fill it with your favorite paint. You could even buy the paint that he sells and put it in there and, you know, save yourself a little bit of money. So anyway, trim out the edge with your paint dauber, whatever color you're going to use, the inside as well. Let that dry. The next thing you're going to do is you want to Mod Podge or royal coat the inside too, so that paint is now protected from chipping. Then the second to the last step is I like to use this two-step crackle glaze. I don't know why, but I think it works better than the new one-step crackle glazes that are out there. It just, I guess because it gives it time to dry in between coats, it lets the cracks appear finer, in my opinion. And this is Anita's Fragile Crackle. And you can get these in colors and all different stuff, but I use the two-step process. And so, after you get that part of it done, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. After you get that part done, you're going to apply after you've applied the crackle glaze, step 1 or 2, you're going to let it dry. Now, this is the part you want to pay attention. If your cracks are not appearing very good, go ahead and do another coat. The thicker you put on step 1, the better the cracks are going to be once you put in step 2. So sometimes when I'm putting that crackle glaze on, I'll put on 2 coats of step 1 and then another coat of step 2, so that it, you know, the cracks really appear. Once that is all completed and dried, you take another light coat, very, very, very light, of the royal coat to completely seal it. You don't want to fill in the cracks you just made, but you do want to set everything so that it holds on to everything pretty good. And the last step I do, actually second to last step I do, is I take the Perfect Pearls in whatever color I'm going to use. Like, let me show you an example. Yeah, this one. I took the gold, and you probably can't see it because I want you to be able to see it. It's probably not going to show up. And rub that gold mica powder into all the grooves and cracks there. There you go. You can kind of see it a little bit. In person, it really stands out. And burnish that with a soft cloth. Once that is completely done, oh, I forgot to get it. Once that step is completely done, I'll take and spray the entire bracelet outside, of course, because this stuff is strong. I'll spray it with this fixative, and that's going to give it shine, and it's also going to keep it from smudging the mica powder off. Now, if you don't like this stuff, if you want your bracelet waterproof, this is good to just set it. But if you want your bracelet waterproof, the royal coat's going to help it. However, you want to try and use this stuff here. Oh, that's not it either. Hold on. And this is also made by Royal Coat, or by Plaid. It's a high gloss finish for Deca products. And this stuff is extremely smelly, so you'll also want to do this one outside. But it is acid free, so it'll make sure that your bracelets don't ever fade. So here you go. That's my little mini tutorial on how to make these beautiful bracelets using your empty tape reels. Give them as gifts, wear them. Oh, I'm almost out of time, but let me show you also. I did that same process on some plumbing washers, and I made some earrings to match the one bracelet. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.